That's it. So this session is recorded. As well as every session that we do here is going to be recorded for the last 4 years. So let's go back here, guys, and go to all programs. And okay, Autodesk. Okay, tell me what you guys have. Do you see Autodesk 2003 English and MVP? Do you guys see these things? Okay. Now we're gonna go. Did they give you any shortcut on your? Do you have a shortcut already for you? Oh, okay. So that's an easy. When you click on here, and one of them here's okay. So mine is already, of course. Do you guys see the execution file, which looks like this? Mine is already taken, of course. Where am I here, Chad? Can you guys see where I mount all my softwares at the bottom? That's another way of pinning all the softwares I use there. It makes it easier. So for you guys, your software should look something like this. That's what you're looking, that icon here. Can you find it? Either on your desk or that little icon here. It says AutoCAD 2013 English. Everybody can see it? Cool. The second thing, look for Revit, guys. Do you see an icon on your laptop that says Revit? So these are your execution files for the two softwares. Cool. So let's go ahead and click on the CAD. When you open it, if you need your friend Chad's suggestion, pin it to the bottom. All the software that I use, guys, and many of them, I always pin them to the bottom. Easy to get to. All my software, I don't have to go search for them. It makes it more productive. So you guys are opening your CAD, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and, okay, borrowing license. We'll talk about borrowing license in a second. I don't know if do you guys have a license? Is your license expired? Okay, okay, I'll show you how to borrow. Okay, they'll wait. Mine is opening. I'll show you how to borrow the license. That's another technique that you have to do. You have to be a Dunwoody to borrow the license in order to work with it. But you can borrow it for, okay, close all these. Okay. So when you see something similar to this, everybody's there? Let me know. Everybody's good? Good? Okay. By the way, when it comes to CAD, do not you ever forget your mouse. When it comes to CAD and Revit, mouse is your second hand. I know a lot of you guys are used to tablets and what's not, and I have a student who's faster than me with his tablet, with his fingers, but you know, my God, that wheel in the middle is zooming in, zooming out, jumping in fast, and oh, I think it makes you more effective. Okay, you guys are all there. Do you see that little icon here at the bottom? Do you guys see that? Do you have it? Why don't you drag it and drop it at the bottom? Okay, when you drag it, it sticks to the bottom. Did you guys see that? That's a command. I like to, did you guys drag it and dropped it down? Yeah, drag. So it was right here. It was something like this, right? Oh, drag, yeah? Like, what's drag? You click on this little icon here and hold the left button. Okay? Can you guys, is that left click? Left click here and hold. So that's how you can drag that, and it was there, and drop it and just let it touch here, and it sticks to the bottom. I like to put my commands always at the bottom. You guys have a grid? You don't see the grid is not shown here, but you'll see a grid. The first thing you need to do, so here's a grid. Can you guys see that little icon here? You can turn it on and off. Okay? So what I like to drop the grid, get rid of it. You know, if you when you start, we get rid of the grid at the time being. Okay, then what you can do, CAD is like any other software, guys, have tabs. When you can minimize it, and it puts it right here, like Excel. Can you see that? So you can have 10 files opened, and they're all open, and you can put them, you minimize, can you see, click on this, and it will put it right in here. So if accidentally you minimize it, you can't find it, and you're looking at this, look at that corner here. So if you have 10 files, your 10 files will be open like this, exactly like Word and any other Microsoft projects. So get used to this, that image. Okay, now go expand it. You guys know how to expand a file. Cool. Now, the single, when I teach CAD, probably the single most important things to know about CAD is the two mediums that they use. There are two mediums. One of them is called model space. The other one is called paper space. Okay, so you're looking, can you guys see, you see model and layout 1 and layout 2? Go click on layout 1, double click on layout 1, and so you can go to click and you always can hit escape to get out. Here's my model 1, here's layout 1, here's layout 2. Cool. So why don't you guys go click between them and just make sure that you can go between the two. Um, okay. So what is that? Right? You're wondering, well, what is that? The model and the layout. The model is where you draw and you drop your stuff. You do almost all your work in the model. For example, when I showed you guys the apartment building, we're going to bring the apartment building right in here, the model space, and we're going to do our circuiting and we drop the receptacle in that model space. So 99% of your work is going to be where? In the model space. In the model space, guys, we can draft, we can drop our receptacle, we can circuit them, we can tag them, we can do anything we want. So what do we do in the paper space? The second one is paper space. Paper space, gentlemen, we print. When you're ready to print, you grab a printer like this, you size your paper on the right side, pick up the plotter and the printer, and print what you have just finished. We have a plotter here and the multiple plotters all over. So that's how we deal. So paper space, we print. Model space, we work. See the difference between them? And you can always toggle between the two. Here's one, here's two. Let me give you you can add as many paper space, like you can use Excel. Excel have tabs. Remember the tabs? These are tabs here. Layout 1, layout 2, all the way to layout infinity. You can have as many layout as you want. Let me show you. So when you have pages, if your project is 15 pages, so you know when they have a project for you, say the first floor, right? You have your first floor of a building. The first layout typically will be power layout. The second layout will be lighting layout. The same floor, power, layout 1. The same floor, lighting, layout 2. The same floor, low voltage, security, foreign and data, that will be layout 3. And if you need other systems, you make it 4 and 5 and 6. So let's go add the layout. So that's, if you guys right click on this, click on it in any one of them. The first one, for example, right click on it. And can you guys see where it says move or copy, right? Click on move and copy. And do you see at the bottom, the little button there says create a copy, right? Create a copy. So it will create an identical copy, and that's what we typically do of what you have. So click on it, and you got yourself another layout 1 between brackets 2. That's a copy of layout 1. All right, so let's. So that's the first one. So I have nice to know that. Okay, everybody got that? Easy, right? Let's go back again to layout 1/2 here. Right click on it. You can see, look what you can do. Let's just look at what you can do when you can have a new layout. You can have delete the layout. I don't like it. Just hit delete and it will disappear. You can rename it. You can move it or copy it. Activate. The most important one is probably new, delete, rename, move and copy. Plot. You can plot it. Plot that one into the printer. That's very important. So I'm going to go rename. If you click on rename, let's call it power. Type power. There you go. So now this layout shows power. Now when they tell you guys, when you open CAD, and you look at the tabs here, and they want you to work on power, look at what's the name of these tabs. If it says power, click on it. That's where you're going to print for power. Let's go do the second one, guys. Right click again on it and call it lighting. There you go, lighting. And the third one, rename it and call it LV Systems. LV Systems. Gentlemen, and you can add any of these, right? So you can add as many sheets as you want, That's probably the first and the most important thing for these. So we name them. You name them power, lighting, and low voltage. Power, lighting, and low voltage. Go back to the model space when you're done. Go back to your model space. Now, I'm going to start from the end, guys. Typically, when you come to me, I start from the beginning. So we start draw a circle and what's not. They're not going to ask you there to draw a circle when you do internship. Not a whole lot of drawing circles. You're going to ask you to drop things. So the first thing I would like to do when you go into the model space, type units. Just type. You can type, by the way, type units and enter. When you type units, just type the word units, type it, and enter. Do you guys get that window? Everybody got that window? Okay, units. Click here, units, type, and enter. Okay? It's not working for you? Let me see. Just start typing. You don't have to click on anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, just units. Got it? Okay. Units. Okay. Type units. So that will get you guys the most important. Yeah, units. Right there. Okay. Now, the nice thing about units, make sure what your units are set, because when you draw things right now, it says decimals. It will show 550.33. So you don't know if they're feet or they're all inches put together. So the nicest thing to do is to go to the tab and click on architectural. When you click on architectural, that will give you your units when you put stuff here in feet and inches. I like to do that one from the get-go. So every time you want to do it, type units, set to make sure the units are set at architectural. We'll get that. There's a couple of options here. There's decimal, engineering, and architectural. Typically, we go architectural and hit OK and done. So now you set your units at architectural, feet and inches. Feet and inches. You guys don't have a project, so what I'm going to do in order to work properly with each other, I'm going to give you a site like I do when you come to me. I'm going to give you a location on the network and give you authorization so I can put certain files there so you can go and pick them up. Because you guys don't have it today, we'll do something different. Let's go, the first day we'll do something different. I'm going to go click, now let's go one other thing. So we set the scale here. And then the rest of it, guys, is really simple. If you want to draw, so click on, let me just go over the lines here. What's in it, okay? Let's just go what we have here. So when you open in the model space, when you open it, you can draw a line, polyline, you can draw a circle, you can draw an arc. It's just drafting, you know. This is your drafting area. You can expand this. Can you guys see how you can expand it? Expand it here. You can also move this symbol. So this symbol will get you to move. That's another common, very nice symbol to use. To know that if you want to move something, let's just go ahead and click on circle, guys, and draw a circle. And can you guys see that the circle that I'm drawing? Can you guys see the dimension is giving? That's why we put the units. You see how the unit is so powerful? It gets you the dimension right now in feet. Okay, this circle right now is 1 foot and a couple of inches, a couple of fraction of an inch, right? So do me a favor. Let's make this diameter of this circle 10 feet. So type 10 and put that symbol. That oops, here's that. Okay, where did I put? So I got that one wrong. Okay, here I got it. Okay, let's do it one more time. Click on circle again, and I'm going to have 10, and I'm going to get the symbol, this little symbol. Can you get this little symbol of a feet? Okay, that's it. Now I have 10, I need 10 feet, and let's say 10 feet, and so it went all the way, should be, and Z enter. Enter. Okay, so 10 feet and enter. Did you guys put 10 feet enter? If you don't see it, in order to see the whole thing, do me a favor, hit Z and enter, the letter Z, zoom all. Z enter, E enter, zoom all. So hit Z and hit enter, the letter Z, and hit E and hit enter. Do you guys see that page right now? And if you have a wheel like Chad, you can play with it, you can move it. Can you guys see how you can, the nice thing about the wheel, you can maneuver it. So now, everybody got that? So you got yourself a 10-foot circle. A 10-foot circle. My 10-foot circle. We don't care about how big the circle is, but I got myself a 10-foot circle. Everybody got a 10-foot circle? Okay. Now let's go move it. Well, let's draw on a couple of things so we can draw how to move it. Okay, let's go another one right in here, guys. Rectangle. Here's a rectangle. Grab a rectangle and draw. I'm going to draw inside that circle a rectangle, and it's giving me the dimension 8 feet. You can type it. We're going to type, say, 10 feet and enter. So I got my rectangle right here. Oh, okay. Wait, one more time again. Okay, so delete that one. So I just want to draw things, guys. I don't care what they are actually. As a matter of fact, just go back to, here's my rectangle. Click on it. Click here. Draw things. Just draw anything. Can you see the dimension there? Don't worry about the dimension. Just draw another rectangle. Not too great. Right in here to it. Okay, just to do a couple of connections. And grab a line and click. Can you, when you click, can you see that this little icon here? Everybody can see this little icon. Do you have that little icon here? Okay, so let me, okay, why don't you guys just draw a line, don't worry, just click again and draw a line like this, okay? Draw a couple of lines, and then do something similar to this. Okay, did you guys draw something similar? Doesn't have to be the exact. I just want to move and cut and do with it, okay? There's one thing very powerful when you draw, okay? You don't want, just draw anything now. It doesn't matter where and from, because I'm gonna just draw something so you can move it and cut it and what's not. Cool. Okay. Now I would like you guys. There is snap. You snap. We have object snap right here. Do you guys see your object snap? If you click is on off. You see that little icon here. Everybody can see that little icon way at the bottom. Where am I? Right here. That little icon. Object snap. Let me go set your object snap, the most common ones that I like and you need. Shall we? Object snap, guys, when you draw a line and you want to start, here's a circle and you draw a line. Now you're holding the line. It tells you, do you want to snap it to the center of the circle? Do you want to snap it to the perimeter of the circle? Do you snap it to the edge of the line, the middle of the line? So there's a lot of places when it's snap, it means they lock it with that particular location. So great when we're laying out our receptacles, guys, when you drop receptacles, say snap into the wall. It sits it right into the wall. It's not over, it's not behind the wall. See how powerful the snap is? Okay, so do me a favor. Let's go, click on here at the top and go to options. So we can options. So click on options. When you go to options, I have my drafting, and now I have to, okay, so I have to think about display. Okay, so when you go, these are a couple of options that you can use. Drafting. Okay, one more time. Let me click on that. Yeah, they on the corner.
Yeah, when I click options, it just closes the A.
Ah, you guys don't have an option?
Yeah, it doesn't give me any options.
Wow. Invalid. Okay. It's going you. Oh. Okay, so click on the A and click on the bottom. Did you guys go to the option here?
Yeah, mine is closed out as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Is it AutoCAD? Well, it's not. There you go. It took a second.
Magic touch.
Yeah. Can you guys want to do it? Yeah. Click somehow. Maybe escape out of the function that you were in. Yep. Escape. Click on that and go. Option. Let it go for a second. There you go. Yeah, I think you guys were in the middle of a function.
Okay.
You were in the middle of a function. By the way, when you're doing something at the end, whatever you're doing, always get into the habit of hit escape. See that escape button? Get into the habit of hitting escape. It will clear you. Now, okay, drafting, and where the heck is snap now? auto snap. Can you guys see auto snap display color? Where's my snapping? Snapping chat. I forgot where snap. Drafting lighting. I have done that a long time ago. Okay. Now, of course, I can always get it also from here. Let me see. Now, of course, when you look for something, right click. Um, okay, why don't we do it that? Okay, just exit that one. There's another way of getting it. Now I just go hit skip again, exit and hit skip a couple of times, and go to that little icon that's get object snap, right? And hover over it and right click. And do you see where it says settings? Click on settings. That will open the object snap for you. Okay, that's another easier way of opening. Do me a favor, go click on the stuff that I clicked if it's not already clicked. Click all these. I want to snap to the end of the line. I want to snap to the center. Also midpoint. I like to snap to the midpoint. That will snap to the midpoint of a line or a wall. The end of the wall, the center of the wall, intersect, extension, perpendicular, tangent, nearest. These are the ones that I would like to snap to. So these, if these are the ones, if you want to keep them, but these are the ones that I typically use a lot. So object snap neck, no, I don't use it a lot. So these are the ones, the most common ones. Again, you probably discover that others will give you a better idea, but these are the most common ones that you're going to do. Cool? Everybody snap that? Exit. Now okay it. We okayed it. Now, if I'm going to draw a line, guys, click on the line. When you hover over the line, do you see these little green things popping up? So this will mean you snap it to here. Do you snap it to the end? Look at that. And now again, snap to the end. Can you guys see that how nice the snap is? I'm come over here. It tells you, oh, here you can snap it. Can you guys see you snap to the center of this line? Can you guys see that? Or to the line, or to the corner. It gives you different symbols to snap to. Let's go snap to the center of this line here. So that will give me this. Can you guys see that little triangle? Everybody can see that? Hover over until you get the triangle anywhere. I'm zooming out. Okay, click. Now we snap to the center of this line. Now the other thing I would like you guys also to work with is perpendicular. Okay, you snap to the center of that line. Where else do we want to go take it? Okay, let's go take it to the closest of, just tie it to the circle, anywhere. Okay, so click on the circle. Now I snapped it from the center to the circle. Okay, and when you click, hit escape. When you click, hit escape. Okay, so you snap the line from the center of this line into somewhere on the circle. Careless. Another thing I would like you guys, cool, makes sense, a little bit, putzing around, so get you to do, and I hope you guys will practice that one. So another thing very powerful, guys, so we have the snap here. Make sure your snap is, you can turn your snap on off. Can you guys see that? If I click here, now right here it says my snap is off. So I wouldn't be able to snap. If you click right underneath it again, one more time, it says, hey, Chad, your snap is on. So make sure your snap is on. Right next to it, gentlemen, is a perpendicular, orthogonal. So if you click on orthogonal, it will say right next to it, it says orthogonal is on. What is orthogonal? When you draw with a right angle. So sometimes it's beneficial for you to draw things with a right angle. So everybody can see that, guys, right? Little click on it, orthogonal off, orthogonal on, off, right here. Make sense? So what does that? I'm going to put it on and go draw a line. So when you draw a line, guys, now you can't go, see, you're set either horizontal or vertical. So that comes powerful sometimes when we draft things. Yes, sir.
How do you take the cross off your cursor?
You don't like it? Okay. Okay, cool. So here's what we're going to do. Cross off the cursor. Can you guys go back to that big A? Click on big A. Click on big A, right? And go to options. And go to, should be under drafter. Auto snaps. Okay, so one of these should, user preference. Okay, so I have to, I'm sorry, I have to check because display. Okay, right here under display. crosshair size. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. What yours is dragged far. Do you want it 0? Okay, take it all the way to the end. Can you guys see that? Go under. This will get rid of your curves, so the big lines, if that's what you want. But a lot of stuff, guys, a lot of settings in Revit, go to the options, and you can find a lot of stuff that you can set CAD to look the way you want it to look. Does that make sense? Always. The big A options and dig around, and you'll find a lot of stuff for its setting wise. Does that make sense? So if you guys want to make sure you hit apply and or OK and get out, so you can approve it. Okay. Now, we know how to do orthogonal, right? We know how to snap, and we set our snap, right? A snap to object right here. So let's just take a few things, guys, and we know how to draw. If I want to draw, the arc is very powerful, guys. We use the arc all the time. So click on arc. When you now it says click on arc. Can you guys see under draft right here, arc? Then click here, the first button, and then it tell you where do you want the center of the arc. Oh, I'm in ortho. Because I'm on ortho, I can't make an arc. So you need to go get yourself out of ortho, which is easy. Where's my ortho, Chad? Right here. Unortho yourself. Unortho yourself. And click here. Here's my arc. Can you guys see I'm holding an arc in my hand? Where do you want the end of the arc, Chad? Right in here. Here's my arc. The arc is so important because later on, guys, when you start spaghetti, tying these receptacles together, you're going to be using an arc. That's how you use an arc. You practice it on your own convenience. Arc, you need 3 clicks for the arc. The beginning, the middle, and the end. Okay, I don't like the way the arc looks like, Chad. Click on it. Do you see these blue lines, guys? It allows you to adjust them. Look how nice that is. You can, okay, I want to just, it's too big, Chad. I want to go make it smaller. When you click on the line or any object, guys, it gets you these green line, blue lines. These are the point that you can adjust. Any blue point, you can adjust it. Pull it, stretch it, move it. Does that make sense? So that's the same thing with the circle. If you guys click on the circle, can you guys see these lines here? I can stretch the circle from, it's a circle, of course. When you stretch it from one point, it's going to stretch. I can shrink it right in here. Can you guys see that? Shrink, stretch. If you go to the rectangle, click on the rectangle, I can move this wall. Can you guys see now? I move it this way. Look what happened. I can move it this way. I can make it any shape I want, or I can just, if I want to just move straight, I don't want it this way, right? Here's your arc, and skip. Always hit skip. You can have, you adjust it, and you want, what happened? What happened if you made a mistake? We always make mistakes. Undo. Yeah, you guys are familiar with Microsoft. Undo, Chad. Undo. So, for example, what happened if I just want to stretch one wall? Make sure you put yourself on ortho. Click on ortho. Ortho is on. Click on this, and I'm going to go just stretch this wall. Can you guys see now? You don't have to monkey around with the angle. So I stretch this wall. Done. So get used to adjusting what you want. This comes handy if you want to draw things. Just, the more drafting skills you have, the better be able to manipulate things. Cool. So everybody understand how manipulate it and so forth? Arc is right in here. When you go to arc, you have to be at home. We're under home. Yep. And these are, by the way, under home draft is all what you're going to see here. Home draft. You have a circle. When you have, is it here? Okay. Did it arc? Sorry, I'm moving fast. I apologize. Did it work with the arc? Yeah, the arc. I need you guys to know the arc. The arc comes handy. By the way, click on the arc here. It will give you. Typically, the one that I use is 3-point arc, but you can use different arcs here. So the most common one is 3-point arc. Circle, the same thing. Center with radius, common. You can say center and diameter, 2 points, 3 points. You can draw by, when you draw things, you can draw so many ways. But for the most part, like I said, is the arc and the line. Polyline, when you draw a polyline, you keep going with it. I'm on ortho here. If you click on ortho, um, you can continue. Can you guys see that? It's just continuing until you right click. When you end, either right click or hit escape. So polyline, you just continue one big line. That might come handy. I don't like it though because so and then you can adjust it after you do it. Can you guys see? You can adjust that polyline. So we got to draw a circle, a polyline, an arc. Arc is important. Let's go to the side, guys, here. So this is your drafting area. So you can do a lot of drafting here. And again, I'm started you here, guys, because you don't have the file that I wanted to. When you get into the file, but this is good too. So any question about this drafting? You know, there's a lot of other issues you can draft, guys. Remember, you are not drafters. You are, the more drafting you know, the better. But you're not drafters only. You can spend all your life and be an architect and drafter only. We are designers, and we know enough to be dangerous about drafting. That's what you keep in your mind. Okay, now this is the area of drafting. Let's go right in here where modify. Can you guys see where it's modify here? Skip that one. Here's modify. Now, after you draft something, if you want to modify it, you can modify it from this area. For example, can you guys see this icon? Hover over, it says move. Click on move and go zoom out and highlight from top left to bottom right. It will, whatever you box in, it will be selected. Okay? Now you selected it. If you right click, now you are ready to move things. Where do you want to start the movement? Right from the center. Now do you guys see I'm holding everything in my hand, and where do I want to move it? I want to just go move it this way. So you can move things. That comes handy. You drop the receptacle, gentlemen, and that receptacle sucks the location of it. I want to move it, right? So I'm going to go move it. Here's a receptacle. See, if there is this circle is a receptacle. I want to move it. Escape. Go click on move. Click on the circle, which is a receptacle, right? Right click and grab it from the center. And I'm going to go move the circle and snap it. Look at this. I'm going to snap the center of the circle to this corner. And that man right into, I snap the center of the corner to this, the circle to the corner. This is very powerful. Okay, everybody knows moving, drafting. Okay. You can rotate things. You can click on things and rotate them. It comes handy. Let me just drop, maybe I can, what I can do. You guys don't have, but see, the problem is you don't have, I want to have something that you guys have. Okay, everybody knows how to move things. How about delete? I made a mistake. Can you guys see, click on this? Actually, the easiest way to delete things is click, I'm going to delete just little things, like a line, one line. Click on the line and hit the word delete. Hit the delete. You delete it. Made a mistake? Oops, go back here. It brings it back. It should bring it here. If you click a couple of clicks right here on the back, where did it go? Right up here, it will bring it back. If you made a mistake. But that's the easiest way to delete. Click on that object and hit the word, hit delete on your laptop. So that's your delete. Rotate. Can you guys see that rotate comes also handy? Your receptacle is sticking here this way, but you want to move it to the other wall. So when you put it in the wall, it's sitting like this. I want to rotate it so it sticks to this wall and this wall and this wall. That comes very handy, rotating it. So let's go to rotate. And again, you guys try this one. Click on rotate. Okay, I'm going to rotate what? I'm going to rotate the whole shape here. Box it in, everything in. I'm going to rotate this. Okay. Now right click. And where do you want to start the point of rotation? You have to right click to activate the function. Right? You guys right click. Now we'll ask you, okay, where do you want to start the rotation? I'm going to start from this point. Click on. Now look at that. This is my center point. Now I'm rotating. I'm rotating, rotating, rotating. If I want a 90-degree rotation, click on ortho. And now you start rotating in 90 degree from where you were. Wherever you were, from that point where you were, you're going 90 degree. Okay, if you unortho yourself, you can rotate in any angle. In any angle. And I don't care now about the angle that I want to rotate at. So I'm going to go rotate the whole object this way. Where does this come handy? Receptacles. You drop, and typically when you're receptacle, guys, put yourself on ortho, and you're either this way or that way or that way or the ball. Rarely, if ever, if you are going with an angle. If you're on an angle, you unortho yourself, and you click it and rotate with any angle. Cool? So that's if you have a receptacle not in the right location, rotate. Comes very powerful. There's a lot of trim, so that's you rotate. And again, there's a lot of other objects and array and what's not. I'm just going to focus on the most important one. There's a trim. If you click on trim, the first click on trim and go to the circle. If you have something inside the circle, guys, click the first click. It will pick what you want to cut. Okay, what you the saw basically, and then right click, and then now which part you want to cut? This part or that part? And I'm going to cut this part. One more time. Let me go back again. Do you guys have something in the circle like this, or something that cutting through something? Okay, I'm going to go trim. So trimming, gentlemen, is I'm going to go cut right here. Can you guys see that? Right here, I'm going to go cut this one. Does that make sense? Right in that location, I'm going to go cut it. Cool? So, okay, go trim. The first click, everybody got that? So trim, everybody can see that little icon that looks like a trim? Okay, trim. The first left click is on the circle, because that's going to be the saw that I want to cut through. Then right click. Okay, now you're ready to go remove. Now, do you want to remove this section of that line, or this section? So the circle becomes a saw. Anything that touched this circle can be cut. So what do you want to cut? Okay, I'm going to go cut this piece. So click on the thing that you want to cut right here. And I also want to go cut this piece right here. Click on it, it will cut this piece, right? And I also want to cut this piece. Click on it. Oops, no, it doesn't cut that. So, because these are already cut. So these are, so I'm cutting anything outside the circle. And gentlemen, when you're done, right click and enter, or just hit enter, or hit escape, and you got yourself anything outside the circle, we cut it, we trimmed it. It comes handy. Like I said, guys, you're designers, you're not drafters. The more drafting you know, the better you will be, too. Okay, so that's cutting and trimming. These are probably the most common things for now for the stuff that you're going to be encountering. Looking at the clock here, I want to show you. Okay, so we got these. Okay, so that's. I'm going to jump into, again, there are other areas, guys, rectangular array, and, okay, scale. Scale is a good function. Click on scale. Can you guys see that little icon right here, scale? There's also stretch, but I'm picking the most important function, scale. Click on scale. I'm going to go scale the whole thing here. Can you guys see that? Click on it, box it in from left to right. Now it turns into dotted line. Right click, and it says, where do you want to start your scaling? I want to start, can you guys see this button? Where do you want to start your scaling? From here or from here? I want to start right from the center. Dead center, right? Click on it. Now, can you guys see now you're scaling, you're scaling the whole system, right? You're scaling your whole system. Right in here, can you guys see, type, click here, and I'm going to go double the size of this circle. What's double? Multiply by what? 2. So double, hit 2, and hit enter. Now this circle, guys, and anything that I highlighted is double. It's so powerful. If your symbol is so small and it's not showing, that's how we scale it. You pick that symbol and you go double it. What happens if I want to cut it by half? Anybody can remember? 0.5. How about a quarter? I want to cut it by a quarter. 0.25. You got it. So you just type scale. Instead of typing 2, you type 0.25, 0.5, 5 if you want to 5 times. So typically I start with doubling it on the symbols or cutting it by half. That's most of the time that we are in, either double or cutting by half. So that will make it bigger or cut it by half, but you can do it in any scale. So that's another powerful concept that we use.
What if you want to offset it?
From what?
So you got the circle, you want to make a copy inside the circle that's 2 feet. So this one's just 2 feet.
Yes.
I do that.
Hmm.
You got the other circle at the end of the
You just
circle.
make a copy of that first circle and scale it.
So there's a command you can
Yeah. Can we get into that one? I have to practice it honestly because I don't practice them a lot, but you can do a lot of offsets. Yeah. Um, let me I don't want to spend a lot of time monkeying around, but you can offset with anything you want. So um, okay. Any other are you using it at work for now?
I
Or
used to do this like 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
But
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
AutoCAD Light, so
Yeah. Let's just touch the most important ones and we'll get into all this, you know. Um, okay, so the second thing I'm going to show you guys before I'll let you go today anyway, and then we'll get into the offset, I promise you. I want to get you into the layer here. So when you have what do we have? We have a lot of other things, guys. The center, blah blah, array, and all this. If you expand it, you can have a lot of other things that you can do with your model. But I want to jump into so-called layers. Layers, when you draw things, guys, so powerful. The concept of a layer is when you put it in a color or a layer, you can turn it off, delete that layer, manipulate it. This is different ways of manipulation. So right now, gentlemen, if you look at it, you are everything that you draw. Do you guys have any layer other than layer 0? You don't have any layer. Okay, so let's get you to start. How about let's go get a couple of layers. I will give you the layers, guys, first. I'm going to go right, which one of them? This is layer property. Click on layer property okay, here we go. Where is that one? Freeze layer. Okay, layer property. Click on layer property. This should get me. Okay, click on that little icon. It says layer property. Are you guys there? Did you get that window? Okay, when you get that window, this window will have all the layers that you have, which you only have nothing except one. Do me a favor. I'm going to go click on that little icon here. It says new layer. Can you guys see that? Click on new layer. Name it yourself. I'm going to call it Chad. Obviously, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it better. Let's do it power. Let's do it power. Call it power. Let's call it power. I'm going to have a layer for all the power receptacles and just the receptacle power. Cool. I'm going to name it. Did you guys name it power? Click on the color. Now, one more. Now you got out of it. So it says power right next to it. Do you see where the color is? Click on the color. It opens all the colors for you. So which color do you want? Guys, I will give you a layer, multiple layers with colors I want you to use. For the time being, let's go pick red. No, I picked a color red for the power, for the layer power. Okay. The second thing, do you click on the line? Do you want a continuous line or do you want a dotted line like this? Or do you want it any other line? You can load other lines. I'm just going to make it now just solid. Leave it solid. I'm going to go directly into a very important concept. Do you see that printer? Click on the printer. If you put that little red circle with the slash on it, this means if this layer will not print. So powerful. So click on it right now, guys. You see that little circle, red circle? This is telling the CAD, if you put anything on this layer, it will not print. So if you're printing things and it's not printing, you can see it, but it's not printing. Where would you go check? Check the layers and check right there. That's a lot of mistakes students do and in the work. So make sure it's unclicked. Or if there's certain things that you don't want to print and they're printing, but they're on the wrong layer. So that's how you print. So these are the most important thing when you set your layers is the printer and the color and the line type and the color. Everybody get that? Let's add another one. Click on another one. Call it lights or lighting. Just call it lighting. And go click on the color, gentlemen. Give it a color yellow. And we want it to be printing. Leave the continuous, the line continuous the same way. We're not going to just change the color. And I'm going to add the third one, low voltage systems. And I'm going to go pick a color for it, green. And now I have 3 layers. Right? I'm going to put, so these are the 3 layers plus the layer 0. Layer 0 is the one the default that comes with the system. Okay, when you're done with this, make sure you clicked on all. All will show you all the layers that you have. And exit. Do you see that little button here? Right here? Exit. If you come here, guys, can you see now you have populated your layers with 3 extra layers? Can you see that? Does it make sense? Okay, now, everybody see that?
So basically, press all and what?
Yeah, exit.
Where's the exit?
It was in the upper right corner somewhere in the. Oh, was it? Upper left? Okay, sorry. Mine was. I thought was mine was upper right. Okay. There you go. Mine was here. Yours was in the other end.
Yeah.
The setup, I think you can move him. Yeah, here. I'm moving it this way. Yeah, you can move it too. Okay. All right. So now I would like you guys to grab anything. I'm going to grab my circle and go put it in the power. So click on the circle and put it in power. Now your circle is your power. Just click on it and go switch it to now. Your circle is on the layer power. Okay. Do me another favor. Let's go grab another thing. I'm going to go grab these two lines and put them in the layer low voltage, and escape again and go a third thing, whatever you want to pick on lighting. Gentlemen, I have lighting power low voltage layers. Cool. So that will get you assign things to layers from the get-go. And if you have multiple layers, you can assign them at any time. Okay, I made a mistake. I want red to be yellow. So what do? Click on it again and go pick yellow. Now the circle is yellow. And you can change. I want to make all of them yellow, right? Low voltage. What was yellow? I can box them in. Can you see box them in? Select them all. And I'm going to go, okay, Chad, what do you want to make them? I want to make them low voltage. I can make all of them low voltage. See how powerful the concept is? So that's what we're going to do. So we got the layers. Let's go work on a couple of things. So, and then I'll let you guys go with that one. Click on the layers and put yourself in layer 0. Make sure layer 0 is picked up. So go there and click on layer 0. Cool? Now do me after that, go to the layers again. You're going to see, guys, if you click on this bulb, click on this bulb, and so, well, you know what, before we do that, can you guys go change things and put them in 3 layers? I'm going to go first, make this power again, and just to make sure I have something to play with. And I want to make these lighting, okay? Oops, I have power here. I want 3 layers so I can see. So make sure you have 3 layers. All right, then put yourself in layer 0. We're in layer 0. Cool? Then I would like you to go to the layers there and let's go turn off the lighting. I don't care about the lighting. I'm done with it, right? It's what happened in a real project, guys. The project gets so complicated and there's so much stuff there. I don't want to see it. I'm done with lighting. So what do? You come over here and you turn lighting off. What happened? Can you guys see what happened to the lighting? Disappear. Okay, same thing. I'm done with low voltage. I'm going to turn it off. I'm done with power. I'm going to turn it off. So now everything is gone. Don't look at my stuff here. This is my smart board. So everything is done. They're not done. They're just turned off. So let's go bring it back. So I'm going to bring it back with the bulbs. Bring it back with the bulbs. Okay. So now I can turn them on and off from the model space. On and off from the model space. So I'll show you guys how to freeze them in a paper space. This is so powerful when you're turning them on and off here. Like I said, you have a huge project, you're done with all your lights, done. You just want to put your power now. And then you can turn them off, it's not crowded, and you work.
What if you turn off your layer 0?
You turn off your layer 0. I don't know, you can't turn a layer that's set as default, for example. It will tell you, you can't turn it. You have to, if I go turn this on, but default yourself to lighting, and then go turn off your, you should be able to turn it off. Layer 0, don't mess with it. Don't mess with layer 0. There's certain defaults that come with layer 0. I will give you guys certain layers that you do, but layer 0, leave it alone. Defaults to a lot of things in the system. I will give you layers to work with and leave layer 0 as a default. Cool? Any comments, guys, questions about that? So I'm going to, guys, let you go. Next time when we come, I will give you a little project, and we'll drop a couple of receptacles, switch them, turn them on around, circuit them, and what's not. And we'll continue doing a few things with the layers. What I didn't show you today is freezing layers in a paper space. Cool. Now, before you guys go, let me show you where you go to find all my information if you want to continue. And again, before I go there, please apologize if there's something pops up that's not really nice when you're on YouTube. Yes, sir.
We can mess around with this at home.
Yeah, yes, you can. Before you go, I will make you save it. So do me a favor, guys. Go to everybody knows how to go to my YouTube channel. Let me give you. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go give you guys a link. Everybody has a link. I'm going to give you a link. I'm putting a link right now as we talk. ECDM, and you guys are year one and YouTube, and you just got a link to the YouTube channel. Okay, Chad, change it if that's what you want. You got a link to YouTube channel. When you go there, do you see where it says playlists? Click on the playlist. When you click on a playlist, you're going to see something drafting. Where did it go now? Motors, capacitor, blah, blah, blah. Anybody can see here, drafting. 53 videos. So click on drafting, and here's where you can find, guys, all the stuff that you need about drafting. Now you're looking at drafting. So AutoCAD setup. I encourage you to do anything AutoCAD setup. AutoCAD setup. Unfortunately, there's some stuff CAD is still not there too. So if you want to search everything else, just type AutoCAD in the search function, and it will give you all the CAD videos. You can watch them, how to set up AutoCAD and what's not. If you guys want more. Again, I'm going to go over this one next year with you, but if more information, go to my YouTube channel. Anything that says AutoCAD here will be very helpful for you.
So there's a couple fundamentals.
Fundamentals, yep. Look at the fundamentals. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's Revit too. You can see a lot of stuff about Revit as well. And I think if you go here, and I typically go videos, search right here. Oops. Okay, I don't want that one. Go back here, Chad. Can you guys see this little? You're familiar with the YouTube, right? You know, they switched it lately, right? That search function is right here. It drove me nuts the first time they switched it. If you go there, I think if you say AutoCAD, I've never tried it. Type AutoCAD, I don't know what you get. Okay, if you just type AutoCAD, you get 2012. They're dated too. You can see if you have two files the same way, go to the latest, because Chad got smarter after. So here's 2013 AutoCAD lighting layout. If you want to look at 2013, that's last year. So I would type AutoCAD, like I said, and it will populate. So that's the best way. Probably gets the stuff that I have not filed yet. And we will meet on Wednesday next week, same location. Cool. So before you go, do me a favor, the same file that we worked with, guys, click on it here, and file, and save. Let's go save as. Okay, oops, one more time, file, save. I want to go save as DW, the drawing right here, and just go put it in a place. Why it's not allowing me to? I couldn't file AutoCAD drawing into a file format. I thought I did, man. AutoCAD, okay. Or just save it. Why does it want me to save? Oh, am I in? Why can't I save the file, huh? Am I in the middle? Are you guys able to say save?
Yep.
So what's with my software now? Yeah. Okay, so you guys don't worry about it. You were able to save as, save it, give it a name, and we'll open it next week. And we just continue with the layers. I don't know what's with my software. Okay. All right, gentlemen.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, thank you. Anytime. I'm gonna. Okay, save drawing. Yes. I don't know what happened to my computer. All right, we'll see you guys next week, same location. And